people that made
It's still
these bricks.
listed. No kidding.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was the terracotta clay and TV9. We all sat
He
around.
signed them, right?
Yeah, and Bob,
He signed him, you made him. He signed
we
him.
made him, he signed them. Yeah. The same with the
You made
Oreo
him and he
cookies and
signed
all that other stuff. We made it.
Well,
He signed. Well,
Then-
that's
then
called a
they
smart
became
artist,
very
is what that
valuable.
is.
You have all these
Well,
students around.
say-
Renoir did the same damn thing.
Rodin had all of his
Same damn
Well,
thing.
arms and feet done by the women, so, you know, he never made a single one.
and this is my Roland Peterson.
That, I'm sorry, yeah, that could be the best.
Why does that look like
It's a good
Tim
thing.
Collins?
Could be the best.
Doesn't it look like Tim?
And this
Oh, Tim's trying
lady
to
here
come
is, her name is Linda Bacon. Lives down in the Bay Area somewhere.
That's great.
And then this flower painting is interesting. Ian Hornack
Hornet.
was an East Coast guy.
Ruth
But,
Brown.
woo, wow, he
Oh,
put all
he
these
treats me
little
mean.
animals and things in.
I found the
It's actually good. It's supposed to be
new old
homage
blues
to the Dutch flower.
soul singer
Right.
today. I can't even think of his name now. He sings about
But with just
it's
really
like the
colors.
lyrics were like so graphic.
Actually,
You
Michael
can lick it, you can
Stevens
stroke it, but honey, if you can't stand up in it.
Why did Charlie Brown?
So hip hop today isn't
Somehow
that new,
Somehow
huh?
I got to an article about Bobby Womack, and the article is
Peterson is from.
Probably did that in 30 minutes or something. I wouldn't see that.
Wow.
and it was about
Oh, it says 60,
you think you know your
1967.
boy, you don't know shit, and if you're not making
That's
I like
records
that.
too,
These are the
and
other
records,
features.
That's the best.
and he
Those
was
are Peter or
riffing
Camille?
off of this other
Yeah, I got two
Because I can't
Camille's
think
out of it.
You got the Camille's are right over here.
stand up and
Yeah.
And this is,
That could be the most valuable, but the Tebow that's in the kitchen,
The little pie.
the little pies, because it's the first one, that literally could be $10 million. He paid $200,000. And that is a half. That's a half
Artists
to $1
would
million.
come to him and say, I need to put gas in my car in Henry Road. Could you buy a couple
The
of things?
sculptures are outside. He told me he paid a freaking car. It was $250,000.
Buddha was sitting out in the sun one day, and the snails thought he would
Oh,
cook
this-
in the sun. and get rid of
Camille.
Oh, that's Camille.
Yeah. These are Peter. That's Camille, and that's Camille in the corner.
That's an
That
interesting
tall, skinny
perspective.
flower.
What's the perspective of it?
The snails.
Oh, sure, that's
Buddha
totally
was sitting
Camille.
down underneath the banyan tree. And
I thought it was Ruth for a minute, but that's not Ruth.
But this is Tony Nitsoulis, and this is Lee Kavaljian. He's 90 years old. Oh, he's going to be 90 this month. And he's a professor of biology
At State.
at State.
Biology.
Wow.
But he also, the reason it's a
Tony's
Buddha
brilliant.
concept
Oh my
is
God.
because he's also an artist, and he makes spirit houses. He's very zen.
Wow.
And he always wears a beret.
Beret.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
I like to have to buy berets.
I know, we have to go to a party and everybody's gotta wear.
So what is a spirit house?
This painting here is, the gal's name is Claire Oscar.
I don't feel so bad.
I don't
No,
know
don't
much
feel
about her
bad.
beyond the fact that.
I'm too
I like
embarrassed
the
to ask him because I've known him too many years.
European gallery.
I think so.
What are you guys saying about this? This is Claire
Claire Oscar.
Oscar.
And she's,
I
guess she's
love
in New York.
this.
I believe in New York, but I
Isn't
have
that
no idea
fabulous?
where she
I think this is my favorite.
It's the guy standing with the.
Oh my gosh.
When you look at this painting, I lived here for 5 years until I.
But it's the same woman, and it's all her different phases and feelings.
I think it's all the same person.
Yeah.
Or Wendy,
Yeah.
it's a mother with all her children, and the father abandoned them.
Oh my
That's my
God,
Oh.
Patty.
No,
Oh.
I think you're right. I totally think you're
Yeah,
right.
like, cause why is there
That's
just
the
like that
mothers,
one?
and those are the daughters, and that, yes, that's how she's
Oh
totally
my
right.
God, you're right. Look at the dad. She's poor. Shame on him.
Shame.
That's like a legal. I mean, that's a legal.
He doesn't have. Does he have a rip on?
This is a Walter.
That's
Yeah, that's Jerry. And that's a Jin Wang
Do you have any rip-ons, Ruth? Or
outside.
You
In fact,
do?
we're gonna give it to the museum for the 90th retrospective.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aw, that was David's best friend.
She's still alive.
Well, Ruth is alive, but Tom and everybody else in the family died.
Oh, really?
Tom died of a brain tumor.
We have a little Tom in the kitchen.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died
Johnny Cherokee.
like a few years ago. David was his attorney.
And here's that T-bone.
Right.
The other two.
Wow, that's
Okay.
really early, isn't it? Is
Yeah,
that like
19
50s?
54.
You're talking about
50s
that, right?
Tebow.
So if you go
Yeah,
back,
that
you
is
see
amazing.
what it really doesn't belong here, but we have nowhere else to put it.
Yeah, so we leaned against it.
So tell them the story, Russ, in your own words.
Well, the story behind it is that.
Oh my God, I
Twinkie-
just got it.
What?
Go ahead. What's the story?
Go. I'm sorry.
He's playing
Hang on.
piano.
His daughter Twinka, he wanted her
I
to
know
have
what it
piano
is, too.
lessons.
Yeah.
So
Piano.
he decided to get this piano teacher, and he swapped a painting for her piano lessons. Wow. Years later, I was having lunch with her. I mean, like 30 years later, or something like that. And I told her I had the painting, and she laughed. She says, "Well, you know, I never liked the piano," and so she quit.
And how did you end up with it?
I bought it from the wife of
The piano teacher.
of the piano teacher. Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
It's a controversial in terms of value. It's controversial because nobody says anything before 1962 was
Right.
of any importance. But I sort of like it. It's
I love it.
kind of goofy.
Elliot has a piece from the same era, from
Oh, he
like
does?
mid 50s or 40s, but it's
Uh-huh.
very small. It's like the size of that TV with the same sort of colors,
Uh-huh.
and it's like it's an original Tebow,
Oh my God.
and it's that's oil, right? Or
Yeah.
acrylic, it's oil, and it's got the same kind of thing. It's like, well,
A bunch of
what can
lines
you
and stuff.
sell for it, and how can you, what can you get for it? Because it is, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 17 grand for something about
How much?
like $17,000.
17?
It's smaller than this, but it was an old 50s piece that was an original. But it's one of the things, like you said, it's before 60s, and nobody really collected.
Historical to that.
Right, historical piece. Well, even the frame.
This picture here behind me is a painter out of the 70s.
Okay,
At the
guys.
beginning of the photorealism movement, and his name is John Carsey, and that's all he did in his whole career is paint lingerie.
I was thinking it looked like Anna, but
Kind of great. It's kind of a great theme.
Well, what's really interesting to me is he's painting cloth there, and it really looks
It
like
does.
cloth.
Oh, it looks
like
like
it's
silk.
silk.
It's gorgeous. The lace,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, it's really.
Looks like a photograph.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
Very,
that,
very
that
cool.
Tebow
piece is fascinating.
The Joanna.
so in this is Maya, right?
Yeah,
Maya
this is
Maya
Maya
Peebles?
Peebles.
Oh,
yeah, David.
she had a show in Midtown not too long ago.
She's a good lady.
And that's a
Yeah,
male
she
print.
She had this dog named Wolf, so everything was Wolf,
Yeah.
Wolf. Her names of her paintings were just.
They lived together.
She had a big show.
I think Maya and DeForest lived together. They're so
DeForest.
similar.
Oh my God, looks like it could easily be.
You David?
Oh, I think
That could-
my David and her David.
Really?
I don't know. He won't tell. He won't tell.
He won't say. If it didn't have colors, and that was a drawing, you could actually that looks like a DeForest.
Yeah.
Without the colors, and if it was just like a hand drawing,
Yeah,
right?
but even the red, because if you look at Art DeForest, he does red too.
Yeah. But
there's
not
no
yellows and greens
skeletons.
like that, or no
not yellows and
blues,
greens
no.
at all. And there's no skeleton scary shit.
No.
She loves animals. She paints her sneakers like
She's
that.
still got stuff.
I
I mean,
love her.
she's got stuff. She had a gallery show I saw a second Saturday right on 20th Street. I can't remember the name of the gallery. On the other side of the pizza place, whatever
She's
the name
lovely.
is. Yeah.
Now that she lost Billy, she said, Patty, I'm available for dinners.
Oh. And her stuff was fairly reasonable. I mean, her stuff was
Okay, well,
her stuff was kind of
here.
reasonable price
Was
too. I
it?
think. I mean, I think so. I mean,
I don't
like
know. We haven't bought any art in years.
Who the artist?
we have nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
What the hell are we gonna buy?
You got friggin' T-Bows leaning against the bookshelf.
I know, isn't that pathetic? I mean, we're gonna
Isn't that great?
54
fabulous.
and we have
There's
7
5 by
storage.
7.
Like that, we
Definitely.
I needed-
every year
Yeah.
we look at that escadrille group and say, where can we put it? And you can't put it outside.
No.
Well, this is the guy. If you want to do anything with it, he really knows the community and the art and.
Yeah, maybe you gotta figure out where you want to sell it or donate it or put a wing in
We'd
the
like to
top or-
donate
You
it,
gotta put a
but
wing.
we'd like to
You gotta
like.
put a wing. It'll
Well,
have
you
to
know,
be a
somebody
wing.
is working on a whole thing with the Smithsonian. His wife and a friend of theirs, John Edwards, and they're working on a whole Smithsonian thing about John.
Wow.
Yeah. So we want to hold on to things and try to
Just
do
in
the
case.
right thing.
Right. But some of those button
but it's
birds,
hard.
good lord. Oh my goodness.
He used to come here with the fish, and Russ, and he'd leave it here. And Russ go, oh, he's not nice. He wants us to look at it. I say, he wants you to buy it. What's the matter with you? He goes, yeah, I know, but you know, we're not buying fish.
You were there. You got some of the questions that I got out of him, some of the answers I got out of him. I was digging pretty good. I wasn't a bad interviewer.
No, you're good, yeah.
I got some good information out of him.
I have to prompt him sometimes. You know, he's a little. He loves to talk, but he's he's so sweet. He doesn't get it sometimes. I
Yeah.
always say to myself, "How the fuck did he become so famous?" You know, he's like one of the nicest, sweetest, gullible, naive men I have ever met in my
How
life.
did it happen?
How did it happen
Karma,
without
baby.
me from
Karma,
Brooklyn
baby.
behind him?
Karma, baby.
I guarantee you are 50%
The woman behind it.
Oh, believe me, no. Russ always makes fun that I fired him as a boyfriend when he was at the height of his success, and I came back to him when he was on the down. And I said, that's true love.
That's called love.
That's true
That's called
love.
Remember the People show that we saw
It was
on
gonna
20th
happen.
Street?
It was gonna happen.
It was gonna happen.
My girlfriend had never been married before. I was the oldest bride I know. I'm surprised I didn't go down with the cane myself.
I was pretty old,
But my
too.
friends always said, if you ever settle down and commit to anybody, it's gonna be
It's
Russ.
gonna be
It's gonna be rough.
I said, not him. He's
How old were
crazy.
you when you got married?
57 going on 58. No, 57. I just turned 57.
I love you, by the way. I don't
Oh,
the whole New York thing, like seriously, it's so refreshing.
and I don't love people. I'm not a real good kid.
It's awesome.
All right, did we hit our bedroom yet?
No. Wait till you see this one, Anna. You're gonna be flipping out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you
Okay.
see
Trippy, Russ. This
when
is
you
like
see, when you see
I
this
thought
here,
this
it's
was
still.
the bedroom. I
No,
didn't know.
no.
When people
Wait
stay
till
in
you
this
see
room, they
this.
There's something about it that is very nice. The fact that it was before he figured out what a style was and before he figured out how he was going to do it. I mean, I
better not see this.
Oh, no.
Yep. The Reds.
It's just such a small world.
Oh, there he is.
I had a national distribution company. Sorry, yeah. The video store was.
That's not a lot.
That was step down.
Looks like DeForest and Peoples.
Didn't
They were a couple?
Russ,
What?
weren't
DeForest
Mia
and Peoples a
Peoples
couple?
and Roy DeForest a couple?
I'm sorry.
Not really.
Roy DeForest and Maya Peoples. Were they?
I
Why,
thought they were,
David?
but maybe
Yeah,
How would you know,
it was
David?
It was David Gilhooly. I used
It was
to hang out with Maya.
Bill Hooley and Maya.
When I was a teenager, my friend was Maya Peoples. Well, she was known as Maya Zach, and I knew her mom and dad because he lived a block away from the candy store in Folsom where Adeliza was.
my
that was
God.
showing all this stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
So were you
I didn't know-
more
well,
than
they were-
friends with Maya?
No. Ripon and I would hang out with Maya, and because
But look
he
at
was
this.
showing.
Look at the similarities. You can't tell me
Oh,
that
there's,
we're
oh my
really
God, David,
close.
there's so many similarities.
But even
So
with
close.
Ripon, there's similarities.
I
It's
thought it
just
was
sculpture versus painting.
No, Gladys Nielsen,
that
they're
Jerry
doing the same
Garcia?
thing.
Okay.
Is that Jerry
All right.
Garcia in the corner? I don't think so.
Oh, where?
Looks like Jerry
Anna wants to
Garcia.
help Jerry Garcia in the corner.
Maybe.
Could be
Sorry.
Jerry.
It's either Jerry or
DeGrasso.
Roy himself.
Roy.
Wait, Russ. Mel. Mel.
Oh,
That's a Mel right there, right?
well,
Both of
that's
them.
just a print. That's one of the earliest paintings that he did. He just gave it to me.
Mel Ramos?
Yeah.
It's Ramos, yeah. Now, I'm
What?
told it's hanging upside down, But the way that they put the wire on it, that's the right way.
Yeah.
But wasn't it some kind of
And-
martini or something that Bonhams told us?
Oh, could be.
Yeah.
I never understood it.
Bonham came here and they looked at all our art, obviously
Bonhams?
wanting
I
to,
like how
you know,
the
see if we
fingers
were
are-
ever gonna sell the whole collection.
Wow.
And that's the most erotic
They
clove of
like
garlic
that.
I've ever seen in my life.
She's doing
Kidding
something
Oh,
me?
that.
I know.
And that's a painting?
And this is a New York artist, actually.
Oh my God.
This is great, DeGrasso. Russ,